adventurous and outspoken, Sagittarians believe in looking at the brighter side of things. People with this zodiac sign are born between 22nd November and 21st December. The positive mantra that informs their daily life also colors their sexual relationships and often opens up untold worlds for their partners. A Sagittarius in love. For a Sagittarius, being in love is living yet another kind of adventure. This sign is not in favor of carefully made, long-term plans, and just like they love throwing a few things into the suitcase and heading off for the unknown, so too you might find your Sagittarius lover taking you out on a surprise date or whisking you away to the nearest getaway for an intimate weekend. Trust this sign to do something impulsive but utterly romantic for you. While this kind of impulsiveness becomes potentially dangerous where major issues like money and health are concerned, on the whole these free-living spirits seem able to get away with it by their innate trust in the universe that attracts luck. A Sagittarius is on the whole an uncomplicated sign and genuinely dislikes pretense and falsehoods. To them hypocrisy and dissembling are perhaps greater sins than a one-off fling. Your Sagittarius lover will bring the same openness and transparency to your romantic relationship, unlike a Scorpio or Libra for whom being in love often implies battling torturous emotional states. However, very often this frankness slides into a tendency to be outspoken, which might take you aback if you are used to all-round praise from friends and acquaintances. A Sagittarius is nothing if not honest and will tell you without batting an eyelid that the Picasso in your living room is hung upside down or that your bolognese sauce needs more seasoning. It does not matter if you are his, her partner, and in fact the Sagittarius will see all the more reason for expressing their opinion if you are close to him. The thing to remember here is that their outspoken nature is never motivated by malice but rather a childlike innocence which believes that honesty is always the best policy. Sagittarians are great optimists, and this is what makes it so delightful to be in a relationship with them. If the world is such a great place to be in, how can love be anything but a wonderful experience? So far from a Libra's vacillations or a Virgo's fastidiousness, a Sagittarius dives into romance with reckless abandon and knowing their penchant for good luck, are more often than not rewarded with fulfilling relationships. How to seduce a Sagittarius? A Sagittarius lover is one of the easiest to seduce since unlike a Scorpio or a Gemini, they are least likely to engage in complicated mind games. Their open and honest natures will let you know if they are indeed attracted to you, and when that is a clear yes, you can be sure of having an extraordinary night lined up for you. Sagittarius men and women are usually physical creatures, and any dating activity which involves a lot of fun-filled adventure is sure to give them a good time. And once you have stirred their hunger for wild, impulsive adventure, get away to your love pad and go on sharing ideas and opinions, since Sagittarians are as much turned on by a brilliant active mind as by physical, energetic activities. You can try to enhance the love quotient in the air by feeding your Sagittarius ice cream or having them sample yohim, which are supposed to act like aphrodisiacs for this sign. When you are finally ready to make love, begin by focusing your foreplay on areas like the hips and inner thighs, which make up the most erogenous zones for these lovers. In keeping with their love for travel, Sagittarians are turned on by fantasies of adventure and escape from the mundane settings of the familiar world. Involved images of exotic lands and cultures in your foreplay, and in no time at all you both will have embarked on a wild erotic adventure of your own. Horses often play a prominent role in the sexual fantasies of Sagittarians, perhaps because one of the symbols of this zodiac is the centaur, half horse and half man, and like everyone knows, the phallic pull of the equine image is immense. How to make it work? If you are keen to keep your Sagittarius lover, the first rule you need to follow is to allow them the freedom to go. Personal space and independence are extremely important for a Sagittarius who intensely dislikes being tied down. So don't expect your passionate sexual encounter to be followed with a proposal of marriage or even a commitment to a long-term relationship. To these people, Lovemaking is yet another wonderful adventure where their free spirit and open hearts take off for the unknown in company of a partner. However, if a Sagittarius is given plenty of space and positively encouraged to explore, then you could well have a lasting and equal partnership. This is particularly true if you can accompany Sagittarius on those spontaneous adventures where they like to lose themselves every now and then. In a long-term relationship with the Sagittarius, it would also help if you can learn to take their outspoken natures in your stride. Since these people put a great premium on honesty, sometimes their frankness can veer dangerously on the side of tactlessness. Your partner might not set out to hurt you with their remarks, but the verbal blunders can be painful because Sagittarius has an unhappy knack of hitting on the truth. Don't ask Sagittarius if you look fat in something unless you're prepared for a straight answer. And never expect your partner to apologize. A Sagittarius barely knows the meaning of the word, nor sees a need to explain her behavior. Despite their love for the adventurous and the physical, men and women born under this sign are more likely than others to settle into a platonic relationship over a length of time. So think twice before choosing a long-term relationship with the Sagittarius if you believe that physical intimacy is the be-all and end-all of a romantic relationship. The all-consuming fires of passion that burn for Leos and Scorpios are not for a Sagittarius lover. They would rather be your companion and soulmate for life.